Terry's the heart and soul of Intrinsic Smokehouse. The hardest working employee we have, works 24 hours a day, never complains, squeaks and squeals every once in a while, and has a bad smoking habit. Our smoker, like I said, the pit is going to be the heart and soul of any barbecue restaurant. It's going to determine how you cook, how much you sleep, how the end product turns out, and ultimately what the customers experience, what they're ultimately here for. And that's bringing people together in an awesome environment with good food, and that's what we call barbecue. So our smoker was built in 1985, the same year I was born, actually. I'm surprised it's working better than some of my joints, but I've been inside and out of it. I've replaced different parts here and there, but it's held up really well. And in an effort to learn more about our smoker, we decided to visit the manufacturer.
Hey, Kerry.
Hello.
Keith Stewart, good to see you again.
Thanks for having me.
Let's take a look at the shop.
Yeah, let's see how it all works.
Like we like to tell everybody, it's an operating metal shop, so just be aware of the hazards.
Certainly.
And don't stare at the blue light. That's
right.
So, like the barbecue pit you own in your restaurant, we're actually underway in a manufacture of a couple smaller original products, the Oiler 700, and I'll take you over here. This is some of our production equipment that we use to form up pans, wheels, cut parts, a plasma machine. Cut up to
cutter.
Yep, cut into up to half-inch plate steel, and we have an 80-ton brake press for making the pans
Bend.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. How many pits do you make a year on average?
We make 3 lines of equipment. Our barbecue ovens, which include the Oiler series, like you own, and then our smaller pick shelf 250 model pits.
What's the biggest pit that you've put on a trailer? The 1300?
We put 1300 on the
Really?
trailer.
Wow. Yeah. How much does that weigh?
3 tons.
3 tons.
Yes. It's a big boy.
Yeah, I remember putting ours in place. It was a feat.
Yeah. You had to take the wall out.
Took the wall out, built a big old slab for it and everything.
Oh yeah, carry the weight.
Yep.
Because you're in a historic building.
Right.
So, back to more of our manufacturing. We've got some firebox doors being poured here.
I always wondered, so you pour all of your own
Anything that there's
high heat.
We use this high temp concrete, referred to as castable.
Castable high temp concrete. It's what you use instead of fire brick.
Exactly.
That's what fire brick's made out of?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we got some welding going on down here.
J&R is an inspiring small business to me. They always answer the phone, they're always willing to help me with a problem, and they've never tried to push me to buy a new smoker. Why would I? This one's 36 years old and still running great. I really can't recommend them enough. And so while I was there visiting, I had the opportunity and special surprise to sit down and talk to the owner.
Well, tell me about the early days.
Okay, I moved to Mesquite in 1955. One of the first people I met in Mesquite was Herbert Oiler. Had a barbecue restaurant up on Main Street. So anyway, I'm doing sheet metal work all over everywhere, and Herbert's building barbecue pits on the side. This was very early 70s.
Okay.
We were talking about getting in the business together. We got to get together the next week and draw up the details, talk to it a little further. He was down the next exit, back right by downtown. He came across the railroad track at grades, got hit by a train. There wasn't enough of him left to talk about. And I told Miss Oiler, she said, do me a favor. I always call those pits an Oiler pit. We're just an old couple on our own, said they'd keep Herbert's name alive forever. And I told her I'd do it.
How many years have you been making the pit?
We started out I believe we made the first one in 1973. It may have been 74. I got complaining to this one-arm welder, and he said, hell, I can build them a whole lot cheaper. So I said, let me hire you. I'll put you to work. I'll pay you $100 a day. He built the first, maybe 20 pits we had in the little mini warehouse without even electricity. And we've gone from there, gone from there. We built this building about 1980.
Where's the furthest place you've shipped an Oiler pit?
We've been to Moscow, Russia. We've been to Australia. We've been to Germany, Oslo. We've been to Beijing. Mike went over to Beijing. We're all over the world.
How many countries would you say?
Gosh, we used to say We used to say 50, didn't we, Keith? How many countries? But we may have advanced since then. It's interesting to meet people that come in from other places. Even around here, even it's interesting to meet you guys, see what y'all are doing.
I was really impressed of how big the operation was. I mean, they do everything from engineering, electrical, cutting all the parts. The CNC machine was very impressive to me. Insulation, paint. I mean, it's like building a car, but all focused on making the best pit possible.
A couple of units. This is the original 700. This is 1300. This is what you have, right?
Yes, and a little bit better paint job than ours than ours has. Our door is a little smaller, like on the lip is a little smaller, but pretty much the same.
Well, come look at
same
it
thing.
again. I forgot. The
What red? What do you call this red? Is it
red.
just red? Y'all's it's
One of
JNR
our
red.
one of our two approved NSF approved colors to use.
Okay.
So
That's kind of what I think, in my mind, really made this smoker so marketable to the world was that NSF rating, right?
NSF and of course our UL
Okay.
listing,
Because
which
is for the
moved
electrical.
to ETL, yeah, all safety and
Right.
that sort of thing. NSF sanitary, but yeah, certainly that allows these to go in all the major markets.
You know, Garland's health department, when we were looking at different types of smokers, and I showed them this model, which had the NSF safety ratings and all that, they were like, "Oh yeah, no problem."
There you go.
So
Help
they-
yourself.
Yeah, it was nice.
So coming out of JNR, my mind was really blown, and I feel super blessed to have been able to experience the past, the present, and hopefully the future of this company. I'm super happy that we have an oiler. I'll never change. I'm really inspired by the craftsmanship, the people that work there, the heart and soul that they put into every machine that they make, and I'm just happy we got one.